To be successful is to achieve an objective. But to be a success is always to have yet another objective in mind after you've achieved the last one. For Simon Compton, the next objective is always just up ahead.
You're getting started in your own business. It's always just over the next hill you're going to make it. It's just over the next hill you're going to be there. But finally one day you say to yourself, I think I have made it. I've accomplished the success in what I've been trying to do.
Simon Compton is a forward thinker and achiever. From the study of electronics to the ownership of a television sales and service business, he went on to establish Compton Cable Company in Uxbridge, Ontario. It's still operating under the management and ownership of his son, Ron Compton. In the early 70s, Simon saw an opportunity in an expanding market and he acquired a cable television license. He returned to Prince Edward Island and eventually went into business with well-known Charlottetown businessmen, the late Howard Douglas, the late Harry McLaughlin, and the late Dr. Lorne Bunnell. Together, they established Island Cablevision in 1976, with Simon as the managing partner.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here today. We were very fortunate to be granted a license by the CRTC for a cable system for Charlottetown. We will do our utmost to give you the best possible service.
They gradually expanded the business and cable service to almost all parts of PEI. Programming on Island Cablevision was a huge success, winning 4 national awards while competing against large markets across the country.
It was unique to come into Charlottetown and be able to do local programming. People in PEI could relate to it far better than you could in Toronto. They don't relate to local programming in the same sense as you do in PEI. Because in PEI, like they say, you know everybody, and they could relate to the people that was on there.
In 1998, Simon and his partner sold their interest in Island Cablevision, and once again, Simon was looking toward the next objective and saw an opportunity in another growing market.
And I used to look at these fields where the golf course is now when I would be driving back and forth to work, and I thought, what a great place to have a golf course. Towards this way, that was the line there from George McDonald's farm.
And so it was that Simon became the mastermind behind and the owner of Fox Meadow Golf and Country Club in Stratford.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Fox Meadow Golf and Country Club.
Today, Fox Meadow is one of Prince Edward Island's prestige golf courses. It's been recognized by Score magazine as having the best service in Atlantic Canada. During his years of doing business both in Ontario and on Prince Edward Island, Simon has been deeply involved with the community. He coached and sponsored young hockey players for many years.
When you'd start out in the fall, you'd pick your team, and some of those kids that could hardly stand up when they come out in the fall were some of your best players. When it comes spring, they would come along tremendous. And that was a feeling of accomplishment.
In the business community, Simon served on the boards of directors with many service and charitable organizations, chairing a number of them. He generously served with the Charlottetown Chamber of Commerce, Marine Atlantic, the Canadian Chamber of Commerce, UPEI, and Holland College. Providing a full commitment has been a hallmark of Simon's activities throughout his career. He served as regional chair of the Canadian Cable Television Association for 11 years. Today, Simon lives in Stratford with his wife, Peggy. He enjoys the occasional game of golf and continues to participate in fundraising activities for the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and is benefactor to many other charitable organizations. Success in business is the result of many factors. Devotion, hard work, friendliness, and planning are all building blocks to achieving the next objective.
All parts of life are a great experience. And like I say, I've always enjoyed my work, no matter where I worked or what I'd done. I always look forward to going to work in the morning. That you worked hard and you would get a reward for it. And that was the same thing, whether you're working for somebody else or working for yourself. No, I was never afraid to take a chance. Nothing was too big. I would attempt anything. And many times I was told I was crazy to do these things, but I still went ahead. The greatest reward is making a success of any business I've been in, and the many friends that I've made through the business that I've been in, and the people that I've worked with has been a tremendous reward.
It was English author John Galsworthy who may have, better than others, summed up the profile of Simon Compton. I shall pass through this world but once. Any good things, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show to any human being, let me do it now. Let me not deter it or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. Welcome, Simon Compton, to the Junior Achievement Prince Edward Island Business Hall of Fame.